So by the time I put a drop and shaked it, you can see that automatically it takes this to, this is around 6.5. It takes you to 6.5. But the most magical part of this is that as I'm talking, it will be changing. So let me just close it, and I will not touch it. So by the time I'm finishing talking, you will see that this will take it to 7. So this is just it. It's still with me as I'm talking. Note that I'm not putting anything. What just inside is the sample of what I just tested, which is 6.5. And note that the little drop of what I put inside here is the little drop of what I put there is just small. And note that the way we are talking now, if you can notice, is now just between a minute. You can see that it's taking it to, you can see it takes it from 6, it's coming to 7. Without, I'm still talking. I'm not. You can see that I'm still talking. I'm not changing it, so you can see what I'm talking about. These are magic things. These are magical. Hello guys, today is the 17th of February 2023, and today once again we are taking some seashell to Aton. So the purpose of me making this video is for people, so a lot of people that ask questions on our social media platforms. There are a lot of platforms, but so by the time I seize that opportunity, I use that opportunity to give a little briefing or the advantages or the benefit of what I'm really doing. So that is why I'm making this video. For all those questions, I'll make sure that I summarize all the questions together to perfect a result for you guys today on the seashell and the water correctant material. There's a question I was told, and the first one I'll be talking about is that one, your water correctant material are based, I told you, it is based on the parameters of your water. Yeah, and the parameters of your water, the key major parameters of water are, I told you, is the acidity, the alkalinity, the hardiness, your turbidity can be controlled through your good water filtration, your bacteria can be controlled through your NO2 filter, your what's the next, the nitrite, the natrite, those can be controlled through when you buffer your hardiness a little bit with some water correctant materials. That will be perfect. But today, because of the parameters of the water I am supplying for today, so we are using the pure seashell. We are not using other materials to back it up. We are using just the pure seashells, and today we are transporting about 50 kg of the seashells. And why the seashell? They can be used in many forms. This particular is being used in a storage tank. The seashell will be put in a storage tank, where the storage tank will definitely supply your incubator for your hatchery. And the good part of these things is that it doesn't get dissolved on time. For example, let me give you an instance. Like if you are using the soda ash, those of you using soda ash, those of you using soda bicarbonate, those of you using calcium chloride, all this material and so on, we have about 6 of them we use this, but all those dissolve easily. If you want to use it in your storage tank, you will have to measure, put it in your storage tank, let it stay for a little time and start the usage. It will dissolve immediately. That means you can't just put up 50 kilo into your storage tank and it will work for you. It doesn't happen like that. Those of you using the chemical stuff, the grinded chemical stuff materials, those are the one I'm talking about. But some of the benefit of the water correctant materials, the seashell, the cassiterite, the natrite, the zeolite and co, are substances that you can place inside your filtration system. I hope you are getting me right. This substance can be placed into your filtration system and conveniently can still take you, depend on the measurement, I mean depend on the quantity you put into the water treatment material, that will take you the longer time you wishes or not. And for those of you who have already built water treatment parameters and you thought at a particular given period you are not having a result, so I will tell you to go into that water treatment, take out the treatment materials and replace them everything needs servicing. It needs servicing. I was in the farm, and I noticed that they have a water treatment plant, and the water treatment plant is been there for about a year. And I asked them, why are you having problems? He said when the water treatment plant is being installed, the fishes are, at least they are doing well for like 80%, but when it gets to a certain period, it's not starting working, so they are looking for alternatives, forgetting to know that everything in that water treatment plant are just materials. So you need to service to replace those materials to still give you that result you needed. So with this level, these are water parameters that are built with materials, and in a speed of time the material will fade off. So you can't expect a materials, once your water filter is being fixed, you can't expect it to be there to be working effectively for 50 years, even for a year. The truth is that it's not that possible, depending on the quantity of materials that was put inside. So you need to service all this, take those things out. If you can't do it yourself, invite a specialist or the person that do the water treatment for you. Let them come and do the servicing for you, and you pay them. It doesn't really matter. You need, for you to have a very good result. So I was with that, I have to do a calculation for a client. Maybe the water current meter help you in achieving maybe 200,000, or let me just put it at 100,000 pieces of fingerlings at a given period of let me say seven weeks. So when you have a fingerlings of 7 weeks, and you are selling the, let me just say you sell the fingerlings at 15 naira, you multiply it at 100%. That means you might have recouped all the money you used in building all the facilities. So why can't you take that time in order to use some money to maintain that treatment plant back to give you the effective result you needed to build up another fryers? So to me, it is advisable for you to understand what we call the materials for your water treatment parameters. So I told you, if you are using the other chemical like the bicarbonate, the soda ash, this need to be put into a water, and the water will be treated. After testing it, this will go through a system into your incubator, and your water will be corrected. But I told you the difference between those ones and the other substance we use in treating, those substance we put into the water treatment plant are solid materials that takes time to dissolve, and once it takes time to dissolve, it works for you for a longer duration. So that means if you put like 30 kilo into a water treatment, this can take you for like 6 months depending on the usage of your water. If you are using more water, it can take you for 3 months, so 2 months, depend on how you are using the water and the number of incubator and the nursery pond you are feeding. So that is how just that works. But today I'll be taking 50 kilo of what we call the seashell. We are taking purely the seashell. In here we have other materials that we use for concurring depending on the level of your water. This one, there's some materials in here that will take care of your nitrite, that will balance your nitrate, that will balance your hardiness. All those things are materials that we concord together to mix together to give you the desired result you wanted. But for the seashell, this is the pure seashell that communally, if you know the usage, works for your pH. That means once you have a higher pH, that means the acidity of your water is too harsh. That means depending on the level from 1 to 6, the seashell will take care of it. It will take them to neutral for you automatically, but with a gradual process, because this is a solid material. So you take care of you for a gradual process. And if you're having difficulties in your hardiness too as well, perfectly it works for the hardiness. If you have if you are told that the calcium of your water is low, automatically the seashell too will balance that. So if you have those test kits, by the time you input it into your storage tank, depending if your storage tank is a very big one that it is very difficult to access on a regular basis, I'll advise you to put it into your incubator and your nursery pond, like the one you normally see on my videos that I tie into a sack. With this, once you tie it to a sack, you put it inside, and by the time you are running the water, by the time any inch of water touches the seashell, this will dissolve immediately and it will correct your water. So it's a natural source of treating your water. And again, if you are using this seashell or other water perimeter material to treat the hardiness of your water, make sure you have an hardiness test kit. This will automatically help you a lot. So this will help you a lot. So but today I told you I'm just taking what we call the seashell. These are grinded seashell. They are very grinded to powder. They are grinded to powder. These are grinded seashells. So why is it grinded to powder? That's the question. Grinding to powder means so that this can give you effective results. So you can have a very quicker result for your the results you are looking for. So how can this work? So let me just cite an example for you. In here I have an empty bowl and I'm inputting some water. So by the time I put some water, I need to test this water. So, but if you are doing any kind of experiment of sorts, make sure that you have what you call your test kit. Make sure that you have your test kit available. So let me just test this water and see what we have. Let me test this water. So I'm going to put, because of the level of water in here, I'm just going to put a drop so that I'm economizing my my kit. Yeah, as you can see, in here we have a little bit dangerous water. This is dangerous water. So in here we are at a level of like 4. We are level of like 4. It's a little bit dangerous. So, but inputting some of your water parameters, your seashell or other parameters, if I should put okay, let me just get some seashell here. These are some seashell. If I should put some seashells into this water and noticing that this will work gradually, because this is going to stay in your storage tank. So by the time you are changing the water, this will be in your storage tank. And note, if you are putting something like the soda ash, you are putting something like the bicarbonate, your calcium chloride, if you are putting into your water, this cannot stay. You can see all these things you are seeing. These are the particles of the seashells. They will not stay. They will be dissolved immediately. So once this is inputted and I want to get a test of it. I'll just get a test of it, and I would just like to test of it. I will just put in a drop. So by the time I put a drop and shaked it, you can see that automatically it takes this is around 6.5. It takes you to 6.5. But the most magical part of this is that as I'm talking, it will be changing. So let me just close it, and I will not touch it. So by the time I'm finishing talking, you will see that this will take it to 7. So this is just it. It's still with me as I'm talking. Note that I'm not putting anything. What just inside is the sample of what I just tested, which is 6.5. And note that the little drop of what I put inside here is the little drop of what I put there is just small. And note that the way we are talking now, if you can notice, is now just between a minute. You can see that it's taking it to, you can see it takes it from 6, it's coming to 7. I'm still talking. I'm not you can see that I'm still talking. I'm not changing it, so you can see what I'm talking about. These are magic things. These are magical. These are things that works effectively, that works every time. So if you can get a portion of this into your tank or into your storage tank or into your incubator, this is how it works. It works very, very fast, and it works effectively for your fishes. Conveniently, it takes care of your pH. If you're having any hardened pH, because they are full of what we call alkaline. They are alkaline substance. They are natural substance that work effectively even for your hardiness, for your natarite, for your many other things, because it's a natural source. And the good thing about it is that you don't need to advertise himself. When you go into the high sea and you can see the level, how fish are doing in the high sea, how performances, how agile, how active they are, you can see that God himself make sure that every part of the sea there are a lot of this shell in there, so that this shell are natural stuff that correct all water, and some leaves too. I will be showing you very very soon. So I will be closing up now, but before I close up, I'm not shaking my hand, I'm still talking to you, I'm not cutting. You can see that this thing, I've taken this thing to 7. You can see it has taken it to 7.0. So if you are having a problem or difficulties in your hatchery, conveniently you can see that this will help you. It will help you, it works for you. So it's 7 already, purely 7. So by the time I checked the other time, you can see what I checked. I checked 4. From 4, I'm just talking, it's not up to 30 seconds, it has taken it to 7. So it's just a material that works on it, and I'm putting it up. It's just a material that works gradually. So with that, I'm taking the hold water again. This is the hold water. This is the hold water. This is the hold water. So just to confirm the experiment, this is the hold water. You can see this is the hold water. The hold water is 4. It's 4. Is highly acidic. So let me just take it off and note something. These are the particles I showed you before. These particles cannot dissolve. These are the seashell remnants. They cannot be, they could never be dissolved. These ones still work in your water if you are putting it in the storage tank. And again, let me do the testing. I told you, let me do the testing. That is how it works. Just to tell you how it works, how effective this wonderful. You can see it's already been corrected. And I bet you these are just the perfect results you are looking for to get a better performances for your fishes anywhere. So this is highly recommended for you to have, so that you can get a better result. So this is how it rolls. So I told you, you contact me, you can get this and make sure that you get a perfect result for your hatchery. It takes care of your acidity, it takes care of your alkalinity, it takes care of your hardiness, it takes care of your natarite, it takes care of some of your nitrates, so that your fishes can do well and they can still feel they are in their natural habitat. So these are very great results. So this 50 kilo, this is the 50 kilo that we just mentioned. So this will be going tomorrow. So this is just to cite you and to show you what we are doing here. And again, I'll be making up with other researches that presently 2003 researches that we have really went through. So you'll be enjoying this in this platform. So make sure that you subscribe to this platform. Make sure that you watch this video to the end. Watch it to the end, and make sure that you share, your like, and on our Facebook page, make sure that you share, make sure that you follow us, share, and you like, comment. Please leave your comments so that we can give you solutions to your problem. This is catfish solution, please. So my name once again still remains Odutola Abule Egba here, your anchor on this great channel. Thank you and God bless you.